Well, I just spent the last semester on Pacrim, so in Hong Kong, New Zealand, Australia, and China.
So on Pacrim, we get to experience a few different cultures on the Pacific Rim. Our first big stop was New Zealand, where we got to really dive into that culture for 6 weeks. Spend a lot of time on the beach and in the classroom, work hard and play hard. And then we also get to experience Australia very quick and briefly, and then China, which is a big portion of the trip, where we're able to really discover the Chinese culture.
We got to grow really close with our group of friends. We had a lot of challenging classes. Chinese was difficult, but it was definitely worth it.
Academics on Pacrim are maybe tougher than people think.
There's like 2 types of days. I think you have your days where you are going to class in the morning, studying for Chinese, and doing schoolwork and just hanging out in the hotel or on campus. Or you have the days where you're out traveling, going to beaches, going to the Great Wall, going to all these different places and experiencing and learning firsthand.
We went out to Piha Beach in New Zealand one day, and there was this really huge rock on the beach, like that you could climb up. It took a while to climb up there, and we had a few friends from New Zealand with us, and so they took us up this rock, and we get up there and you can just see like for miles, and it's beautiful, and you can see the ocean.
Diving in with New Zealand, especially like the Maori people, like I knew nothing about that going in. I was expecting, you know, getting off the plane in New Zealand, there'd be green hills and sheep and hobbits running around, you know, and those expectations were blown out of the water with the culture that was there, the laid backness of how everyone's so hospitable and happy to greet you and take you in.
I really experienced a lot of interesting emotions being viewed as like the minority and living in a place for such a long time. You're very much stared at, and a lot of the things, especially in China, where you're very different from the rest of the people, but I felt like that was such a good experience that I almost want like a lot of other people to share, because it really makes you think about the ways in which minorities are treated.
I remember one of the pastors in New Zealand challenging us to look at how we approach difference, and not just tolerating difference, but embracing it.
God challenged me over Pacrim by learning to just trust Him and go. I'm very much like to plan my life out and do what I want to do, but God very much showed me over Pacrim that I need to ask Him for help sometimes too.
I think God challenged me the most just by being in a new culture and adjusting to new smells and sights, and just being somewhere so different from home. It builds up a lot of trust, I think.
God challenged me in ways of just growing myself and being able to get out of my comfort zone, because I like to be at home, and being away from my family was really difficult.
I would describe Pacrim as stretching,
Exciting, a growth experience,
Adventurous,
Exciting,
Stretching,
amazing,
incredible,
fantastic,
friendships,
adventure,
new experiences,
Transformative,
adventurous,
Embracing,
vigorous,
challenging,
challenging,
rewarding,
incredible, riveting, inspiring,
growth,
wondrous,
team bonding, adventurous,
life-changing,
life-changing.